You know, you think about making this kind of video for years. Wow, when we get pregnant, what's the video gonna be like? And then now that it is happening, I am completely blank.
Feels a little anticlimactic.
Title: Sarah is having a baby.
I always think it's weird when people say we're pregnant, but we're having a baby.
That was the title.
We're
having a baby.
Yeah, but if you say we're pregnant, that's always a little weird to me because I'm like. Well.
Yeah, we're pregnant is weird. The news is out, and it feels very weird to share it because Sarah is almost halfway through the pregnancy.
And we didn't even mean it to be that way. I've always been one of those people that I was like, I don't want to like wait or hide it. I was never a person who was like, wait till the second trimester. But that's just how it worked out.
Well, we found out at an awkward time. Like, it was hard for us to wrap our minds around the fact that we were actually having a baby. And it happened right before Thanksgiving. Like, right before Thanksgiving, Sarah took me to the park. I was having a bit of a downer day. You know, you just have a bad morning.
It was like a rainy, dreary day.
Yeah, and Sarah was having a weird day too because she found out that she was pregnant. And
and I was a little surprised. Like, not like totally shocked, but like I was not expecting. I was expecting it to be negative, so I was just like, nah. I wasn't even gonna test. I was sure I was not. I was 100% sure I was not. Wait. What? When it came up positive, I was like, oh, well, how am I gonna tell him?
Because you weren't expecting it.
Right, but at the same time, I was thinking, I've had long enough to like think about this. Like, you'd think I'd have a plan by now, but I had zero plan, so I was just trying to act cool.
I didn't pick up on anything.
I was filming random stuff, because I was trying to like capture the moment, but still be inconspicuous. So yeah. I was just filming random things.
Filming me running backwards. Why was I running backwards?
Yeah, and so then I was like, oh, let's just film a video. Guess what?
What?
I'm pregnant.
Are you serious? Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious.
But yeah, that happened right before Thanksgiving, and we were trying to wrap our minds around this new existence and this new being that was inside of Sarah. That
we decided we had two options. We had two good opportunities to see family and tell them. So I was like, we can either tell them pretty much immediately at Thanksgiving, or we can wait till Christmas. And we both liked the idea of waiting till Christmas.
And you think that Christmas and Thanksgiving are close together until you're waiting to tell your family that you're having a baby. Yeah, and then we finally told everybody, and that was a big relief. But then for some reason we just didn't tell anybody online. For like a long time.
What happened was right after Christmas, I got super sick.
It was
like
bad.
level 3 pregnancy symptoms to like level 12.
It like to the point that it was like we're going to the hospital to inject you with liquid or anything.
It was almost that point. I literally couldn't get any water at all.
Yeah, that was pretty terrifying.
Pretty much the plan of telling people after that went completely.
Yeah, that wasn't even on the radar. I didn't even care. I didn't even think about it.
How do I get sips of water today?
Yeah, how does Sarah get water?
But it's been a crazier year getting here than we thought or expected.
Yes. It's been a bit of
a few
bumps in the road, a little wild ride.
It felt a little crazy.
It was a little crazy. But before we get into that story, now more than ever, for obvious reasons, we are so grateful for sponsors like Helix Sleep and their sibling company, Birch Living, for sponsoring our channel. Last year, Sarah and I decided to add a bedroom downstairs in our basement because we knew that we were, hopefully going to have a baby soon, and we wanted to finish the house, that we've lived in for 7 years.
Once the bedroom was done, we knew that we needed a new mattress.
Yes, and so thankfully, kindly, Helix Sleep sent us a mattress from their sibling company that I mentioned earlier, Birch Living, to complete the space. Again, we are so thankful to partner with Birch Living for this video. Birch makes mattresses that are crafted with organic and natural materials that have been sustainably sourced.
Their mattresses are free from polyurethane foams, which can cause dangerous off-gassing. And their mattresses, just like Helix mattresses, are free from fiberglass, which can be very harmful to your health.
Other companies use fiberglass as a flame retardant, which is absolutely terrifying, but Birch Living instead uses 100% organic wool, which is a natural flame-resistant material. We were so excited to receive a Birch mattress for that reason, and also because we know the mattress we're sleeping on is made with natural and organic materials that are sourced straight from nature, which are both comfortable and durable.
We received the Birch Luxe Natural Mattress, which is a premium upgrade to Birch's well-loved Birch Natural Mattress for our downstairs bedroom. We've had our Birch mattress now for 6 months and we love it.
What we like most is just how simple it is to set up the mattress. Like really, the best part about all of this is that it's delivered right to your door, and in the US, it's even free delivery. It just comes rolled up in a box and is super easy to set it up yourself. But they also offer in-home setup and removal to make your buying experience just that much better.
With your Birch mattress, you also get a 100-night sleep trial and a 25-year warranty.
Crazy. We love our Birch mattress, and we really think that you would too. If you're looking for a new bed, check out Birch Living. Their President's Day sale is now live, so it's the perfect time to upgrade your sleep with 25% off your mattress and 2 free EcoRest pillows. Visit birchliving.com/Jordan Taylor for more details on this limited time offer. Check it out. Now back to the story of how we got here.
So last year, almost exactly a year ago, I had pretty major surgery for endometriosis. It was to confirm that I had endometriosis, but then also treat it while they were in there. And we were very certain that there would be endometriosis, and we were definitely right, but we didn't really know that it was going to be as bad as it was.
Yeah, while Sarah was in surgery, I'm in the waiting room. We're in Chattanooga, so it's a place that we're not really familiar with, so it was just kind of a weird experience. And the doctor calls me while in surgery, and it seems kind of frantic, out of breath a little bit, and he's like, hey, we found endometriosis here and here and everywhere. It's really bad, but it's on some sensitive areas that...
you can even say. I actually haven't. I think... if you followed along with my surgery at all, I alluded to at times that there was like more damage than we had expected. And I never really explained what that damage was. But basically, one tube was blocked with endometriosis and the other one was basically completely eaten through.
Yeah.
So it was...
So he called me with that information, and he was pretty much like, what do you want me to do? Like, do you want me to just remove it?
Most surgeons would have just...
And that's why we had researched this man, which if you have endometriosis, contact Sara on Instagram at @LifeASailor.
Your surgeon matters.
Yeah, the surgeon really matters, because most wouldn't call the husband to be like, hey, this is what I found. What do you want me to do? We have a couple options. It's so bad, like we might just need to just take it out, or we could try and do reconstructive surgery, cut where it is eaten through, and then try and stretch it and reconnect it and see what happens.
It's actually an extra procedure that we didn't know was going to happen during the surgery, but luckily he gave us that option, and so it was something we were able to do.
Yeah, so I was like, well, obviously do that, and he was like, okay, great. Hangs up the phone, don't hear for like 2 or 3 more hours. I mean, it was like a long time you were under.
I didn't know the difference.
And then he calls back and says it was successful and that everything seemed fine, and we'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah.
So we didn't really know, from then on it was like, well, it's sure it was a success, but like there can be scarring and all this stuff, and you just don't really know.
We were very optimistic that everything was fixed and put back how it was supposed to, but there was always that chance that, scarring can happen.
Yeah, you never know.
Things can get blocked and things like that. But basically in that surgery we found out that it would have been totally impossible for me to get pregnant. Yeah.
Which was kind of a weird thing to like get a phone call about, especially when it was weird. It was like you were experiencing finding out, but you were unconscious and couldn't know.
It's weird that I was the last one to know.
You were the last one to know. That was really weird. That was strange. But you know what? That was, even though like your mom was there and everything like that, It was strange. That was like the one time that there's certain times when you really feel like the weight of what it means to actually be married. I was the one to like make that call of what happened. It was like there wasn't a discussion with like they didn't call anybody else. And that might just be a millennial problem, where it feels like it takes a while to grow up for millennials sometimes.
Well, I think for anyone, it's like hard when you're the person who's making decisions for somebody else who's unconscious. Like that's.
But it was interesting having people who you grew up with there, and it was like, okay, now now there's this guy who just came into your life 7 years ago, and now he's making these decisions. It was interesting, but we made the right call, and so now you're halfway through everything, and
it's definitely like a weird. It felt like, I mean, technically it was only 9 months from surgery to finding
that's
out
true.
we were pregnant, which sounds really short because there was also a lot of recovery that happened during that 9 months.
An insane amount of recovery. I mean, it was
pretty intense. It's a pretty intense
horrible.
recovery. But it felt like a really long time. Like a year ago.
Yeah.
Feels like an eternity.
It does.
Ago now. And so it does feel weird though. It's like, oh wow. Like, because when we hit the anniversary date of my surgery, I was like, that's so weird. Like, that I'm in this completely different situation.
It does feel like it was a long time ago. I mean, just the things you were thinking about back then versus now is like not even remotely close. It's been really good. We haven't had any ultrasounds or anything at this point.
We're doing one ultrasound.
We're doing
and
one.
We were on the fence about if we were gonna do a no ultrasound.
Yeah.
But I kind of want the big one.
I kind of go either way. It doesn't matter to me. But late summer is when the baby is going to be here. So. I mean, it's amazing. It's going to be awesome. It feels like it's
flying by.
It does. It feels like it's so fast.
Incredibly fast.
But that's one reason why I'm trying to get the downstairs done, like that living room area. If you watched my last video, which was called Life Update, this video should have been called Life Update. But I'm trying to get the basement completely done downstairs, so there's not all this dust and stuff when the baby's going to be.
There's a time limit.
Yeah.
I said. We got to get the downstairs done.
So
we want the house to be finished.
Yeah. So we're going to be doing that and posting videos on that. And
for the first while, like when we were starting to tell people, I just felt like I was lying to everybody. Mm-hmm. Like I'd be like, "We're having a baby," and then I was like, "Are we sure though?" Because like it just doesn't. I don't know. Yeah. And a lot of people have told me though that like it doesn't really feel real.
Okay.
So now that like more and more people know, it's becoming more just like normal.
Standard.
So then I guess it feels more real.
All right, well, we'll keep you guys in the loop. Hope you're having a great life. If you got any questions about anything, just message us. We'll try and answer. Unless it's like weirdly personal, then I'll still answer it. So. All right, we'll see you guys. Sarah doesn't have many hats that look good on her, but that hat actually looks good. How do we look?
How do I look?
We can't kiss each other. We can try.